Amigos de Películas Cinemex, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a este especial de Winnie the Pooh, Miel y Sangre, una de las películas más esperadas. Y finalmente tenemos aquí a Rhys Frake Waterfield, su director, y por supuesto a Vince Knight, su director de fotografía. Vince, Rhys, welcome to the película. How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happened here, okay?
Let's discuss how you manage to turn these sweet and innocent characters we all been knowing for so many years into these savage monsters. And was it something you had given a lot of thought through the years?
I love horror and I love like slashers as well. So there was a lot of movies I was getting inspired by, and I was thinking, you know, what direction do I take this? Because I really want to make a film out of it. So I was thinking, you know, what would be the key weapon for some of the characters? So I made Piglet always kind of have chains and like a sledgehammer, just because they're scary. Whenever someone gets killed by a sledgehammer, it looks brutal. And with Pooh, I gave him a bit of a machete. So we tried to steer Pooh down a bit of a kind of Jason Voorhees kind of vibe with him, and that's why he's a bit of a lumbering, tall, kind of imposing character, which has really allowed us to actually make him scary.
You have the enormous task of portraying this grown-up Christopher Robin, who thinks his childhood friends hold no regrets. How was it the approach for you and to work on his psyche? Through the movie, he gets transformed, and there's a lot of emotions connected for him.
Yeah, I always thought Christopher was a very interesting character with the idea of, is it all in his head or is it just, you know, is it real? And I think kind of at the beginning of the film, I think Christopher begins to self-doubt himself a lot about his past, but also, yeah, I think he goes through a very big journey through this film, a very big emotional journey. But yeah, it was intense.
We need to go. Laura's dead. There's someone else outside.
I knew that you worked near to the place where A.A. Milne got his inspiration for Winnie the Pooh. How did you manage to give that look and feel really terrifying for this movie?
Well, we found some woods in England that just look so cinematic, that is incredible. The trees are so tall and thin, and we're just this has to be the place. It looks like Canada or somewhere, you know, crazy, and that combined with just having a great lighting setup, we could make it really atmospheric with the smoke. And yeah.
I'm so curious about when you saw Pooh and Piglet for the first time on set. How was your reactions?
I actually remember the exact moment. I was sat on the sofa in the room where everyone, like the green room kind of area, and they came in behind me, but I had my camera up on the front camera and I saw them behind me and I was like, what? It really scared me, but yeah, I just thought they looked amazing, really. But then at the same time, quite cute in a weird way.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, yeah, until they started chasing us with, you know,
exactly
saws
and chains.
Yeah,
of course.
Everything.
I know. I like, you know, just the idea of like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. You know, it's humorous at first, but then once he put the mask on and then the outfit, and I was like, okay, this is no joke. Okay. Yeah. I kind of crapped myself a little bit when I first saw them.
We used to be friends, why are you doing this, please?
There's a question in internet and everyone wants like to know this. Are Winnie the Pooh and Piglet some dressed up people, or they are Winnie the Pooh and Piglet?
That's fair.
I never know the answer, but...
So yeah, a lot of people were, when this first kind of went viral, they were really hoping that it wasn't just going to be killers in a mask, because I think that's in a lot of movies. A lot of serial killers, that's kind of what it is. They turn up at a house, they put on a couple of masks, and then they just start killing everyone. But no, in this, it is actually Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. So and we've tried to bring in elements which were in the original 1926 book. So, you know, Pooh has this love of honey, he has this interesting dynamic with bees, Piglet is the grunt of the two and he follows Pooh's lead. So yeah, it's the actual characters.
Are you working on a sequel on different characters maybe?
Yeah, we are, yeah. So the plan at the moment was I started writing one and coming up with an idea back in December, but then I kind of parked it for a bit because I thought the film's going to be out in, you know, about 1 to 2 months, and from once it's out there's going to be a lot of feedback coming back, so I can, you know, see what people loved, what they didn't really like, and I can help like steer the film or the sequel into the direction which will just make it even better. So yeah,
it's all fan service. What we just want to make what people want to see.
And that's amazing. That's why we love this kind of movies so much. I already talked with Reese, so I know something there in the works. How do you feel Christopher Robin will keep up for this next adventure maybe?
Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest, I think Christopher's story can go in so many different ways, especially with these characters. And Reese and Scott are such talented writers, and you know, they can make magic from anything. So I'm pretty sure you know, from where it's going, I think it will be very exciting.
Thank you for being with us on the
Thank
Película Cinemix. Thank you for giving us this terrifying version of these two characters we always cherished and watched as they were like cute, but not now.
Not now.